I'd like to welcome Oklahoma City artist Cat Lock to the music festival. And my first question is, what have you been doing musically creative to stay active during all this shutdowns?
Well, I actually haven't announced this yet, but by the time this is out will be the perfect time because I am releasing an album on May 22nd.
Nice, the day of the festival. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit more about that.
It's stuff that it's all stuff that I have been writing in isolation. I've been staying at my mom's house during this. I don't live with her, but just through this, I actually had a dental surgery right before this happened. So I'd already been here for a couple weeks and then this all happened. So I stayed here and she has a piano. So I love, that's really my instrument, but live I only play guitar really because I just have a keyboard and it's not the same. So I've been writing a lot of piano stuff that's different from my live set. And so I actually asked Lone Moon if she would produce it. And so she and I have been working together. And it's kind of experimental, kind of different from my other stuff. And that's actually what I played. I played two songs from that and then one of my old ones.
Great, look forward to hearing that. If I tried to describe your genre of music, it'd be like blindfolding myself and trying to hit a dartboard with a dart blindfolded. It's difficult to categorize your sound, your wonderful sound. Help me out here. How would you describe your sound? Because I can't do it justice.
I know I can't either. I have no idea. I guess like gun to my head, I have to say I'd say like indie rock,
Mhm, mhm.
but I don't know. I think it's a little bit of that and a lot of my music theater background, especially in this new stuff. It's very,
Am I picking up some country-ish
I think
parts
I just
here?
have twang in my voice.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
I think it's mostly the twang. I do have a kind of ironic country song on the new album, but I talked Lone Moon into doing banjo. She said no, and I said yeah. But nothing wrong with a little bit of twang, a
So
little
it's
bit.
not just me. It's hard to kind of nail down your genre. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
I love
nailing yellow to a tree.
because nobody. It's funny to see what people say. I've heard everything from like punk pop to country to someone said like synth pop, and I'm like, I don't use a synth.
Ultimately, it's catwalk. There
It's
you go.
rock.
So the videos for Biggest Mistake and Hard to Find, they seem like a lot of fun.
So
They're fun to watch. Tell me a little bit about those and where did you shoot those and what was the
um,
process?
Hard to Find was shot at the Sooner Theater, which is where I did all my musicals from. I started doing musicals when I was 6 years old and did them all the way through high school. I mean, that was until I was like 19. That was what I thought I was born to do. I was going to be on Broadway, I was tap dancing, all that. So I thought it would be nice to, honestly, that one, we just kind of showed up and I texted my friends and asked them to come because it was thrown together last second and we all just kind of made it up on the spot. Um, yeah, I had the band, and then those three girls showed up accidentally wearing the same shirt, and so I was like, "You three like be in the audience," and we just filmed. It was really fun. It was just
Yeah.
kind of a fun day. And Biggest Mistake, we was kind of similar, but I did have the idea of the red flags, and I couldn't figure out how to. I want it to be like a crappy boyfriend, but I was like, I don't want it to be like a person. Actually, I don't know how to do it, and so I thought of Sean Reedy to just be like that the whole time.
Mhm.
So you don't really see him because I didn't want to like actually paint someone as a bad boyfriend or something. So
Yeah.
I was so glad that he was willing to do that. And yeah, I just always want everyone involved. Like anytime I do a music video or something, I always want to hit up other musicians because I think that's just more fun.
And people that want to watch those videos, where are they available at?
YouTube.
Just hit
YouTube.
Catlock on YouTube and
Yeah, I should just hit Catwalk, uh, Hard to Find, or Biggest Mistake. Catwalk should get you there. There might be some like old videos of me singing in high school that you're gonna want to ignore, but
no problem. So that kind of leads my next question. You kind of talked about your entry into music through the theater and those types of things. Who are some of your musical inspirations or influences?
Definitely Jenny Lewis is my number one. I have a Rilo Kiley tattoo and everything. Fiona Apple is like she's like a different human. I don't even think she's like of this earth. I love her. She's great. Mitski, uh basically women. Sarah Bareilles really got me into music. Like when I was doing theater, she was one of the people that, because really all I listened to then was like show tunes, because that was just
Mhm.
what I was doing. But Sarah Bareilles was one of the first artists that I really started listening to, and I really started appreciating the music, and that made me want to like, I want to learn how to play these songs, and I want to learn how to do all that. And her harmonies and everything, it translated well from a theater girl to get there. And then I started listening to more indie weird stuff and Bad Hats and all that. But I've always been listening to Jenny Lewis and Fiona Apple. Like my sister got me into those when I was little and when I was probably too young to be into them, and have never stopped being obsessed with them ever since.
So your theater background, has that helped with your live performances, your stage presence? Because you've done a lot of live shows. Has that kind of helped uh, you in your live performances or maybe enhanced your live performances?
Probably, probably because I don't have like stage fright
Mhm.
really. Like, I mean, I'm sure I did, but I had to get over that. But it's still different. Being yourself is a different kind of scary. I rarely was being on stage just as Kat. I was as a character and everything, and they're both scarier and less scary in their own ways, but it's a little more, it's way more vulnerable to be like, here's a song I wrote about something, and you guys can take what you want and assume what you want about me and actually my person and not this character. I love musicals, and I love like being uh theatrical on stage, and I always am trying to get my bandmates to like do little bits with me and stuff, and I mean they're great sports. um
Nice.
so it probably has helped, just my natural like not being as scared of the idea of being on stage. It's a whole different ballpark, but I'm sure I have a little bit of stage presence from that.
Great. So your performance for this festival is a solo. You mentioned bandmates. Do you normally perform with a full band? Tell me about that.
Yes, I normally do perform with a full band, and they are wonderful. I'll shout them out. We got Matt Ellis on bass. Matt has been with me since he was in my first band, Saint Basic. He wasn't the first Saint bassist, but he was the second Saint bassist, and then has stuck with me ever since. Like, he's my rock. We got David, who actually lives in Tulsa and volunteers to make the drive. Like, I figured he wouldn't want to do it, and he's like, no, I'm in. I love playing this music and everything. And he's also in New Time Zones, and he's great. And we just got Bill Boyd on drums, who used to be in a bunch of metal bands. And now
Mhm.
he's like, I don't want to be in metal bands anymore. So Bill fell in flawless. So we've only played one show with him, but he even in our first practice with him, where we weren't even sure that he was gonna play with us, it was just for this one show, we wrote a song together, like immediately. He's already stolen my heart and fit right in, and I love them. And they, yeah, but I'm also terrified of the coronavirus, so I was gonna perform this by myself because I'm too scared to go anywhere.
Totally understand. So what does the future hold for Catalog band members et al. When all this rolls over, what future performances do you have planned?
Well, we had lots of festival gigs booked, like Norman Music Fest. We're headlining again. Things are unsure. I wish that I had better answers, but Norman Music Fest, um, Paseo Fest, when if that happens, Plaza Fest. It's a bummer that I didn't even get to announce that I was headlining the OKC Festival of the Arts. but that got canceled. And I just got the email recently that Wheeler Summer District, that series, which again I was supposed to play, hadn't even announced it yet. That one got canceled. But so we're gonna play those that we can. I also had been working on a tour. So we'll see. I mean, these things are definitely still in the future. I mean, what be it 2021, the tour is happening and we're gonna play these festivals and yeah, looking to branch out, looking to play other places, but also we're recording a full-length album this year. So with the band.
Nice.
So I'll release 2 full albums this year.
Nice. Well, I look forward to seeing the live performance, but we'll have to deal with just the online performance. And we appreciate you being part of the music festival and wish you the best of luck in your musical ventures in the future.
Thank you so much. I was honored to be asked.
Thank you.